Welcome to another episode of Uber Rides to Riches. I'm your host, Dean the Wealth Coach. Today's episode, we're talking about debt. The price you pay at the cost of, or the enjoyment today at the cost of tomorrow. The price you pay at the cost of tomorrow. Or call it, or having a better today at the cost of tomorrow. That's what I want to say. Sometimes you really got to look at life and say, is it really worth doing it right now? Should I be doing this or should I be doing that? I was speaking to somebody today and they said, I'm saving this money to get a place to rent. And they said, I saved $5,000 since the beginning of the year. I was like, what? You saved $5,000 since the beginning of the year? I was like, that's amazing. And I pitched to her, I said, why not use that money to save towards getting your own place? Like a pre-construction or a down payment on a place or whatever, right? Because now they have that, you can put 5% down on a property. So I'm just forward thinking. She said, I'd love to, but I gotta save money or see how things go, save money for like just in case of an emergency. So I was like, that's the next thing you should do, save for an emergency. Once you have that, just keep grinding and saving. Keep that same energy that you have that helped you save $5,000. That's like $2,500 a month. With her going so like with these strides to save up money for her place, it's like, why not use that same strength to get a place for yourself? It's a short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain. It's like she's thinking in the mindset of, okay, I save up this money, I get a place, I have my own space, I'm good. But why not just buckle down with wherever you're staying for a bit longer so that you have something that you call home that's your own instead of paying somebody else's rent? So I just threw that out there. I didn't really push her. But that leads me to the whole reason why I created the Financially Fit Activity Book. For situations like this, she said she didn't have an emergency fund. She's saving up to rent. There's activities in the Financially Fit Activity Book geared specifically towards those two problems she has. One, the emergency fund. You don't have money for just in case, because she said, oh, just hold back some money just in case my car breaks down, I need like $1,000. So it's like, cool. With her saying that, now imagine if she had the activity sheet where she actually works towards filling out what she needs just in case of an emergency. So that way, the money that she's saving for the place to rent, she could use that money and grow that money to where it becomes a down payment on a place. The other sheets that are in the activity book, one is called MASH, and it's just letting you know what you're able to do based on the down payment and the location as to where you want to purchase property. There's also savings challenges that she could use to help her increase her down payment, or if she was doing a down payment. So that's the whole reason why I created these sheets, because these are everyday problems people are going through, and the cycle needs to be broken where not necessarily her situation, but mom always rented, grandma always rented, now you're the person that always rents. Like, you got to break that cycle and you got to do something different that nobody else did. Yes, it's going to be scary, but it's going to be worth it. And it's a short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain. Stop having a better today at the cost of tomorrow. Because when tomorrow comes, I hear this all the time. I wish I did XYZ. I wish. Stop making these things a wish and make it a reality by just buckling down and doing what you need to do today. Because you'll have such an amazing life later on, and you won't live in regret. Regret is the worst thing that you can die with. Regretting that you never traveled more. Regretting that you didn't buy a house that you can call your own and pass it down to your family, whatever it may be. Don't live in regret. Live in abundance. Whatever it is that you want, go out there and seek it. Go out there and try to achieve it. Go out there and enjoy life. Live life. Life is full of experiences. We can't continue to be doing the same things that are bringing us down time after time. If you said you want to travel the world or travel 10 different countries in 1 year, go out there and do it. Find the means to do it. Find a way to get this done. Oh, I don't have the money. Don't say I don't have. There's always a way. There's always a solution to your problem. And you are the answer. If you sit there and think long enough, you'll find a way to be able to make this happen for you. But it only happens if you sit there and think long enough, how can I get this done? Don't say to yourself, I can't do this. Anything you put your mind to, you can achieve it. So I believe that anything that you say today will come true. But you have to have action toward it. Let's take the trip for example. You want to see 10 different countries in 1 year. You're saying, man, that's expensive. It's only expensive because you didn't do your research. If you do your research, figure out where you want to go, how much it's going to cost, the times that you're going to go. That's your stepping stone. Now you work backwards from it. How am I going to get this money? You know your job's only paying $25 an hour, and you can only take 10% of that to put towards that. Good, that's a starting point. Now you take that 10%, you say, what can I do? What side hustle can I do? Maybe pick up a second job. I'm not all for second jobs, but if that's what you need to do, then do that so that you can have that experience. Experiences, taking photos, the videos, those are things you'll never get back. And you don't want to be that person, man, what would it have been like if I got to see all these countries? A friend the other day went to Africa. I can't remember how long she's going out there, but day one she was out there and she's like, it's so different from what you see in the pictures. And you can't experience those things based off of other people telling you. You have to go out there and experience it for yourself. Don't hold back on whatever it is that you want to do. Go out there and do it. And if you're afraid to do it, that's even better. Be afraid and do it. Because the moment you do it and you did it in fear, after it's done, you're going to be like, what was I afraid of this whole time? I should have did this 10 years ago or 10 years sooner. Whatever it is, go out there and try. I encourage you to go out there and try. You will be so amazed what the world looks like when you go out there and you try. I'm getting a bit parched. No drinks on the highway, but I just want to say I appreciate you guys, and for those that are still watching to the end, make sure to hit the follow button. Why am I saying follow? Hit the subscribe button so that you stay up to date with my videos. And if you're looking to build wealth, I have launched the Wealth Builders Academy, and that's down in the description below. I appreciate you guys. Have yourself an amazing day, and if you want to see more episodes like this, just click the link up above.